What's going on, everybody? Doc, your average gamer guys, back yet again. MTG Arena action. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. We're kicking this off at the start of the new month. I was going to say season, but it's not technically a new season yet. So let's give OTJ another run here and see if we can have any success. We'll get this fired up and get to a draft. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Well, rest in peace. Pretty interesting one. I don't know that that's too crazy here for us. We got Colossal Rattleworm, which pretty interesting, quite good actually. Leading Reflection, also pretty good. Metamorphic Blast here, drawing 2 cards. That's actually quite good too. Contractor. I do like Take Up the Shield. Corrupted Conviction. We got Thunder Salvo here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rattleworm. I just think this is going to be too good. We'll look for some deserts. We'll likely get some deserts here. Ooh, so this is interesting. We have a Marauding Sphinx. Flying Vigilance and Ward 2. Quite good. I actually really like this. Metamorphic Blast. You could pay 2 to make something a 0/1 power and toughness, or draw cards. Got Binding Negotiation. You have Fling, which is pretty good too. Honest Rustine. Honest Rustine's pretty good too. Do I want to do the black-green thing? Honest Rustine is really solid. Let's take this. We'll see if the blue kind of cycles around, and maybe I'm getting paid off here. I think now we just take a clear shot, right? I mean, Forsaken Miner's pretty good, but clear shot is really quite nice. So let's do that. We have a Heartless Pillage. Trail at the Vault. We have the Dock. Dock's actually pretty good too. We could look at doing blue, black, and green. Maybe we do that, but Trail at the Vault, I don't really like too much of in here. I mean, Boneyard Desecrator's fine. Soured Springs. I'm going to take the Dock here. Let's go. We can find some mana fixing in green. Keep an eye out for some of our favorites. This could be pretty interesting. And we could really make use of some good plot here. Both these guys pretty strong. Good body here on this guy as well. All right, let's see if we can... What is this? Look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down. Put the other in the bottom of that library. You may play the exiled card as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. Siphon Insight, kind of interesting. Pretty cheap flashback cost. We do have Treasure Dredger, which probably not bad. We could do Skullduggery here too. I think I'm going to take the Treasure Dredger here. It's kind of an interesting way for some fixing in black if we would like to do that. Making some treasure tokens. Okay, what do we got? We got Bovine Intervention here, the Contractor. I don't dislike that. Throw from the Saddle, very good. What is this? The top 3 cards of your library, you may exile a non-land card from among. If you do, it becomes plotted. Put the rest into your hand. That's pretty interesting too. But I think we just take the Throw from the Saddle here. I think Throw from the Saddle just really good. Nice little 1/1 counter action here with Throw from the Saddle and Clear Shot. Okay, we've got Humiliate. Can't really look to play that. Seize the Secrets, I don't mind. And Tumbleweed Rising also I don't mind. I think we take Seize the Secrets here. I like that a little bit better. We have the Mirage Mesa, which I probably take. Stop Cold. I'm actually I do like this card. I do like this card, but we've got a couple of other decent removal spells. I think let's just secure some fixing here. And Mirage Mesa is a good way to do that. I think this was our original pack. We have Tornado. We have our flashy boy here. We draw some cards. If we're tough on a removal spell, we'll take Tornado. And I don't know how bad off we'll be since we're going to be looking to also be in blue. All right, we want to look for... I think Fake Our Own Death here's quite good. I like this card. We have the Thief. We have the Fall. Both of these are fine. I don't like that this guy enters tapped. I'm going to take the Snakeskin Veil, actually. I think there's a little bit more utility from that. The other two, I think we'll see back around. I wouldn't mind some of the plotting cards, though, so we should keep an eye out with that because of this guy. But I got to kind of see if we're going to be able to move more clearly into one color or the other. Right now, it's a pretty even mix. We do need to pretty aggressively take some of the other deserts, I think. I actually really do like Loan Shark. Good body. I'm happy to take two of these. Just solid creatures, in my opinion. All right, let's see what we got here. Contagion Engine. Not too big of a fan of that. Rakish Crew. Neutralize the guards. Stop Cold. Take up the shield with the Varmint. Desert Stew. Desert Stew pretty interesting, but Pillage of the Bog is pretty solid. I think we take the Pillage since we're going to be in those colors. See what else comes around. Another Siphon Insight. Jailbreak Scheme, not bad. Take the Fall. Cactarantula. We could get another Dock here, or we could get a Rooftop Assassin. Get another Mirage. I'll take another Dock. We have Crime and Punishment. Well, that's kind of interesting. Is there anything better in here? Giant Beaver is alright. We have a Mirage Mesa and Lush Oasis here. I think we take this, right? We can play the punishment side. Steed, Archmage's Charm. Rictus Robber. Do I take... Oh, I don't need this fixing. Mystical Tether is pretty solid. Rictus Robber or Skullduggery here? We can plot, so I'm going to take the Rictus Robber. Dylan joins up. This town ain't big enough. I'm going to take it this town ain't big enough. Pretty good. A little bounce spell. Essence capture, probably a little hard for us. Gold Pan's kind of interesting. I'll take a neutralize the guards here, though. I don't know how I feel about this card. This doesn't feel great. 3 mana. We do get to Surveil too, which is pretty nice. But only -1/-1. I don't know how I feel about that. Although, there is a lot of mercenaries being made. So against the right build, this would probably be a sideboard card, to be honest. Okay, we've got the Strix. Rope Master, Razzle Dazzler. In Conviction. I actually really like Razzle Dazzler here. Good small body that we're able to make bigger, and then we can start pushing some damage through as well. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more fixing. Take the fall. Not too big on the Grizz. I think I take Gold Pan here. I don't really like too much else. I mean, Corruption, you know, Muscle's fine, but I'll take the Gold Pan just because I think this could be another way to help us to fix a little bit. I guess. I really probably don't play that. I think here we can take the Rooftop Assassin. I'll take another Razzle Dazzler. We can keep our curve nice, pretty low here. Not gonna play that. Okay, I need fixing pretty bad. And let's take a look at our removal spells here. Throw from the Saddle, Clear Shot. Let's see what else we got here. Final Showdown. That's pretty cool. Fierce Retribution. Map the Frontier. 2 base land or desert cards put on the battlefield. Tap and shuffle. Pretty good. Ooh, Entertainer's quite good too. We have the pylons. I like the Entertainer actually. What is this? Yeah. It's really between Entertainer here and Map the Frontier, I think, or the Conduit Pylons. Wow, hello. I'm gonna take the Entertainer though. Archessa, we got the Sphinx. Another This Town Ain't Big Enough. Another Rutstein. We have the Gigapede of Rising. I take another Rutstein here. Leyline Binding. Oof. I mean, I think you just take the Shoot the Sheriff here, right? How are we looking? I feel like we're looking okay. A couple more creatures probably. Let's find some more fixing. We do have the Treasure Dredger. We have the Gold Pan. We have some ways to reduce. First Strike, Lifelink. Wow. I actually really like this card. Early on, good removal spell, and then later on, the ability to draw some cards. Treasure Dredger would be good too. Top Assassin. I would kind of wish I would have been in blue-white or blue-green. There have been an amazing amount of those cards. Take the Varmint. We could take Silver Deputy, Seize. We could take the Plunderer too. But I'm going to take the Varmint here. This card has just been really, really good in quite a few instances. Got the Possum. That lets us return Gulch here. We take another throw from the saddle, though. Oh, we got some options here. Village. Got the Strix. I'll take the Beaver. It's either Beaver. I'm not going to play 2 gold pans, I don't think. I knew. Actually, don't mind the Desecrator here. We're gonna insta-snap the pylons. See if we can hopefully get lucky with a little bit more color fixing here. I think actually Gigapede's pretty good. I don't think we play this. Our mana might be a little tough here, but maybe we can figure it out. We didn't get a couple of the green cards I would have hoped for. And our Rattleworm got a little worse. I think I do actually take this, and maybe the white isn't too bad for us. I probably don't play 2 of those. Silver Deputy's okay. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what we put together. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, if we wanted to go real crazy, we could try to play some of these. Okay, I definitely don't want to play the plains. I don't care too much about that. I will play this just because it gives us another desert to search for. It does kind of power this up. How are we looking here? 10. That's 16 land. Curve seems pretty reasonable for that. Our removal seems pretty decent. I don't think I played 2 of those. This is, you know, pseudo kind of. Fake your own death, shoot the sheriff, double throw from saddle. This is really kind of a card draw spell. Gold Pan, the deputy, clear shot, double Rutstein, Lone Shark. I don't. Outside of our mana being a little wonky, this doesn't feel too bad. We can also make a treasure token with the Desecrator here. Double Lone Shark seems fine. Can maybe not play in the Beaver. Silver Deputy feels probably pretty necessary just to fix here. So this is a 2-mana spell. If we pop something back that we have, and who do we have that would be good for that? The Grictus Robber, Rooftop Assassin, even Lone Shark. We got a couple of good targets for this. Do I want to play Crime and Punishment? I think so. I think the top end of this is just going to be too good. Plus, we have a few ways to get some white, but between the treasure tokens and that. So if something big ends up going into the opponent's graveyard, or we essentially have a black-green board wipe in some instances. So okay, the gold pan, maybe not the gold pan. I don't know. That one's tough. We have plenty of things to target, so Seize the Secret's gonna be pretty good. Again, maybe not playing the Desecrator. Do I want to do 2 throw from the saddles? Target creature call. It's +1/+1 until end of turn. You put a 1/1 counter on it if it's a mount, which we don't have. I don't think we have any of. We had 1. Maybe you need 1 less throw from the saddle. Deals damage equal to its power target creature. We essentially get the same thing here with Clear Shot, but this is at instant speed. And what's our one final cut? I mean, I like this because this returns target creature from graveyard to her hand. And creature spells cost 1 less to cast. I'm not making as much use out of the plot here, so maybe it's just 1 dock. I mean, we have the double Loan Shark pillage we can plot for 3. Maybe it's just 1 dock. 15 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 removal spells, a couple card draw spells. I feel like a pretty solid run of creatures here, and a pretty nice curve. I think Razzle Dazzler is going to be pretty good for us. I think we're going to be able to double spell pretty consistently here. We've got a couple of deserts here that should help us. We're not too reliant on committing crimes, which is nice. Don't have to worry too much about that. Let's just take a look at what we have left over here. Oh. It feels pretty good. Feels like this could work. The other thought I had, since we do have the 1 white, is this good enough? Flying 3/3 of Vigilance. This card is pretty strong. I just don't think I want to press that. I think we're going to have a hard enough time, so getting that 4th color, maybe not the right play here. And then what, 16? I think this feels pretty good. 15, 9. 16 lands. We're pretty heavy green-black. Splash blue. Green-black. Blue, 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 blue. Should be good. Let's give it a go. Ooh, all 3 colors. We're on the play. Yeah, that's... Oh, you know... We're a little heavy what we want to do here, but got all 3 colors, so I'm going to take that for sure. A mold. We got a good turn 2 play here. We'll see if we can pull something for turn 3. Then if we could find another green, we're rattle worming. Find a desert even. You could flash in a rattle worm. Honestly, it'd be great to be able to flash this in and end a turn and then keep this town ain't big enough on the attack for this. Let's go. See what we got. Crime and punishment action. Servant. This probably just makes sense, right? Pop this, we get the attack in. It's good. Okay, a 4th land would be great. Preferably in the green variety. I guess I could have made Doc bigger, but like a pseudo whatever for that. And we're kind of putting quite a bit of pressure on here with just this. Draw 3 cards. Interesting. Okay. Not sure what my opponent is doing here, but I would imagine for 5 mana you have a play. You can get the stinger back, sure. Do I just plot the Rictus Robber? Probably, right? Oh, now I can still do this. I think we do. I mean, that feels pretty good. Got to try to get some pressure on here with 3 lands. Okay, they got flat. They're going to flash back. Not much to do there. They're probably going to do the draw thing, I would think. Since they have Slick Shot. I guess they could also do Mourner Surprise here if they really wanted to. They have to commit a crime for this to work. But I think we just block with the Rictus Robber if we get the chance to. And Razzle Dazzler could get pretty good here. Okay. What is this asking me to do here? I sacrifice half the creatures I control of my choice rounded up. Okay. Well, now, crime and punishment for 2 feels pretty good. Or 3's nothing to scoff at here. Dang, they can make me lose half my life. I have to, I think, trust in the deck here. Question now is, who do we want back? Probably Rictus Robber, right? Because we can plot this or play it. That's cool. That's their lifelink. That's pretty good. Oh wait, am I dead here? Hold on, I'm dead here if I don't play this. Because they can just play this. If they can keep committing crimes and bouncing this back to their hand. What is this? Game. Wow, what a game. That really stinks. On 3 lands, we really put up a good fight. I feel like if we curve out a little bit better with mana there, we are in pretty decent shape. I guess the other option, obviously I don't know that I'm going to be able to play pull the Rutstein. I guess I could have looked at sacrificing the Colossal Rattleworm. I don't think that really helps me, though, instead of the Entertainer. I wouldn't have been able to double spell that turn anyways. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Just couldn't find the other mana. Okay, Silver Deputy. I think we try this. See what we draw here. I don't want to get stuck with the Rattleworm again, but I will absolutely take this action, and I think I want... This gives me blue and white. And I don't have anything to do anyways on this next turn, so... This then also does turn on Rattleworm here. Conduit Pylons is kind of interesting. We get to Surveil here. That feels like a pretty good turn. What want to do here? So we can play the swamp. Wondering if I just run out the Rattleworm and then play the Loan Shark, and then I can Rutstein it back. This probably makes the most sense. We get to draw a card here. Okay. If they kill the Rattleworm, it's like, okay. Well, again, then we get to Rutstein it back. Then we could even... I don't have double green. If I pull another green source, we can Rutstein and Clear Shot in the same turn. Ooh, the question is, do I ambush Gigapede? Oh, it has trample. How do I get 2 for... How horribly do I get 2 for 1 here? If I clear shot on the loan shark to the ankle biter, I force them to use a removal spell, potentially. If they have a snakeskin veil, then at least I've drawn it out. Okay, that's actually kind of preferred for me. Yeah, I mean, you can sack it to kill the deputy, I guess. Sure. Still takes 7. Okay, I would say that was a pretty good turn. Then we get Ambush Gigapede online for potentially more removal. Trample Haste. 6/5 Trample Haster. I'd say that was pretty good. Green sources here have been my problem, but this one, we have found a way to make it work. Get the Gitrog back. Then I can flash in the assassin. Seems fine. Sentry and Gitrog. Okay. Okay. Wrap that one up. Very nice. Still a little tough on the mana fixing here. That second game, the second game here also kind of showcased that. Just not finding green sources. That was a little bit cleaner. Wondering if we need to look to do something here on that end. The problem is Colossal Rattleworm for us is just so good. It's just so good. I mean, the gold pan maybe. Although Silver Deputy was pretty solid. We haven't seen the Treasure Dredger yet. I think we keep it. I think we'll keep it. Okay, all 3 colors. We have a really nice run here. I'm gonna look to play the Treasure Dredger here pretty quick. I'm gonna use this to ramp me as best I can. make a treasure. Kind of hoping for a land here. We can plot Lone Shark. Or maybe we seize the secrets, I'm not sure. What do we got here? Let's just do this. Just gonna get set up here, I think. I don't have a great way to deal with this at the moment. I'm surprised they wouldn't play that. Do I want to use the fake your own death here? I think I do. Plus an additional 1/1 quantity for each other creature you control. That's pretty good. Okay. Should be able to use the varmint here pretty good. Sure. You can saddle up the big horn. Yep. 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 Now they want to distribute some damage here. I have to find a way to kill the Dust Animus. This is going to be the problem. Oh, I could play Rictus Robber and then throw from the saddle. That's pretty big. Oh, I should have attacked with the Rooftop Assassin too. Oh, boy. That was good. That was actually a really good turn. Glad I saw that line. I was going to have a hard time getting rid of the Dust Animus for sure. We have a lot of live draws. We have double colors of each of ours. I mean, I take this trade. I don't think this is bad for me. So we can push damage in the air. They have some kind of board wipe or something, then... We'll just start gaining some life, doing some damage. They're not putting a ton of pressure on, so... Might both be flooding here a little bit. This could speed this up a little bit. I can represent 6 damage with a double spell turn. They only have Lawbringer. They're flooding. This is probably the chance we need here. Can double spell again next turn, and Razzle Dazzler get it done. Rooftop Assassin represents lethal as well. Oh, interesting. That's pretty good. They could do Lawbringer. They could do Lawbringer, sack that, kill my Razzle Dazzler. Yep. Yep. And then that's going to let them get Izumi back. Yep. You take the 2 life, though. Probably not, right? Pretty good. This Shepherd might help them stabilize. All right. Can I do Rutstein and a Loan Shark here? Got a removal spell. Woo! That was nice. We were in pretty good shape there, but man, that 4/3 flyer really scared me a bit. That really scared me. Now, had they taken the Punisher and cast it and lost the 2 life, we would have been in better shape, because a bounce spell here on the Shepherd, which we have a handful of, would have been very live, and then we would have been able to punch for 2. The fact that we didn't was obviously a little tough. Now, the other flip side of that, though, even if we don't get this Rutstein into our Loan Shark here, we're representing 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 on the battlefield. Honestly, we probably could have just attacked 3/4 with all of our 3/4s and been in okay shape. They don't really have any good blocks there. They can make basically 3 trades, but that takes out a lot of the power. They really can't afford to trade Shepherd of the Clouds, so then they probably would have ended up going down to 1 life, which then takes Karavek, whatever, off of the out of play, essentially, or else they end up killing themselves. So I think we would have been fine had that not been the case, but it didn't matter. We Razzle Dazzled our way to the finish line. Okay, those were 3 pretty solid games. We're 2-1, and I think I'm going to pause it here. We'll do part 1, part 2. We'll jump back in. We'll see if we can't pick up. When we can get the mana base, and it's greedy, but Pylons and Mesa have helped us. Silver Deputy has helped us as well. That last game, we just had a nice sequence of drawing 2 of each of our colors of mana. When we ramp in, we are really, really capable of utilizing Razzle Dazzler to great effect. 2 of these guys very, very good, with the Loan Sharks as well, helping to fuel some of that card draw, and that engine has been nice. And then we've had just solid, I would say, removal spells. That last game, going Rictus Robber into Throw from the Saddle to then queue up Razzle Dazzler, get the +1/+1, and be able to kill Dust Animus was really nice. We definitely needed that. I think that game is pretty well out of hand if we don't see that line and are able to make that play. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. If you are interested to see how the rest of the deck performs, join us back for the next video. It'll probably be up the next day after this one goes up. So, and if it's a Wednesday, that would be the only exception. If I post this on a Tuesday, if it goes up, then it'll be Thursday, because Wednesday we'll be doing some pack openings. Should have some Innistrad Remastered coming up on the channel here. We've got Aether Drift on its way as well. So lots of things to look forward to. We're going to be doing some play boosters and some collector boosters of both of those sets. And I think we did pre-order one of the new Aether Drift bundles as well. They had pretty good luck with those. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how that shapes up when that all that stuff gets in. So looking forward to it. If you enjoy pack openings, join us. Gonna flash some socials, do the YouTube thing, help us get to 1,000 subs. It's our first big channel milestone. We really do appreciate all the support. Likes and comments are always great. Love chatting with you down below. If you want to continue the conversation, you can pop over to our Discord. Links in the description for that as well. And just thanks for watching, and we'll be back for sure with some more Outlaws of Thunder Junction. We'll see you then. Peace.